Hello, Plannerets. Thank you so much for joining me today. A few of you are already here saying hello: Lisa, Starkist, Rhonda, and Brogan, all tuning in from different parts of the world. It is 5 a.m. here in Sydney, Australia, coming to you live on a Monday, 3rd of February. Wow, how did your February go? Are you like, yay for January, the 159 days that that January had? It just felt like, come on. Normally, I would enjoy January because it's my birthday month, but every time a new week came around, it's like, oh, it's only the 10th. So hopefully January did treat you well, welcomed the 2025 year for you in a good way, and here we are, the beginning of February. So if you haven't yet said hello, make sure you do. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Hello, Elle. Thank you so much for joining me. And of course, if you are watching on replay, don't be shy. Make sure you say hello as well in the comment section. I do love reading your comments. And, if you have any aha moments or questions that, come up during while you're watching my live streams or any of my video, really, I do love to see comments as well. So for those of you that may not know or who are new here in the Marianne Crest channel, I am Marianne, and hopefully through my own planning, habit tracking, well-being, self-care, and trying to be mindful not to get overwhelmed and stressed, that you can get inspiration and ideas for your own planning, whether you use the same planner system I do or you have your own different planners, dated, undated, ring bound, or disbound, whatever it is. Hope you can join me. And if you too have any tips, hacks, or planning or productivity ideas, do make sure to share them with the rest of the Plannerets community. That's what I call my Plannerets who join me here, because we can help inspire each other. So yes, so let's quickly have a look. So if you're ready, I am ready. What we're going to do today is I'm going to set up my A5 Wellbeing Planner page for the week. I'll walk you through my habit tracking, my self-care, wellness goals, and journaling, methods, and hopefully have a lovely chat with you about planning for balance and productivity. So if you're ready, I am ready. So what I want to do is I want to start the week, and hopefully you two feeling organized, balanced, and in control. So I want to set up my well-being planner spread. So I'll show you the different sections it has to help me plan out my habits. As I said, my self-care, making sure I am putting myself on top of that list, because if I am not in a good frame of mind, then my husband, my two sons, the house, everything else will be chaotic, will be messy, and I will just probably lose my cool. And then also look at other wellness goals for the week ahead. So I'm going to walk you through each section that I use for my habit tracking and mood logging as well, acknowledging how you're feeling, and then all the different check-ins that I need to make sure I need to do to ensure that I am, well, trying to stay calm for most part of the day, and then hopefully it will also then boost my productivity. So grab your planner, join the conversation, and let us plan together. Let's go. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I don't know if you saw the thumbnail of this video. So what I have is this is part of the IKEA Scadus range, which is their pegboard system. And then you can get these little storage boxes. The lid itself joins onto the pegboard, and then you can slide them in. Now I have the numerous years that I've been bullet journaling and planning, have collected a few washi tapes that I'm sure I will never be able to use it in my lifetime, especially if I keep buying more and more. So what I did, instead of having them, I guess some of these washi tapes are purchased as packs, and they have different colorways or different coordinating. But what I did is I grouped them into similar colors. So then that way, because the way I embellish my planner pages, I go more by color. If I'm not doing rainbow colors, I'm pretty much trying to coordinate with either pick the washi tape first and then coordinate. As you can see, I picked the different pens, markers that I have on hand that will go nicely. So let me ask you a question. I'm going to um, a brief quiz or poll. Okay, out of these two, this is A. Okay, A, B. So B is the dark blue. Out of these two, which do you prefer, A or B? Okay, I'll wait a couple of seconds. A or B, and then I will pick out of these two and then narrow it down and then pick the next one. So let me know in the chat right now if you can hear me. A, this sort of like very light teal aqua washies, or the darker blues and navies. B. A or B. I'll give it 5 more seconds. A or B. Now you're probably going, Marianne, why are you asking? It's because I couldn't decide. I mean, they're probably very close to each other anyway. So let us have a look what people have said. A. See, you, you are my people. Okay, there we go. Right, next. Out of these two, again, this is still A. Maybe I'll show you some other ones. And then the baby blue. Okay, next. All right, so the next set, A or B. So B is for the baby blues. Oh, there's some lavenders in there. A or B. Let me know which you think I should pick to do my well-being planner spread. All right, let's have a look. Have we said anything, or we're picking A? All right, going once, going twice. A or B? A. Starkey says A. Rhonda says B. Brogan says A. All right. Okay. I think the A's have it. I think the A's have it. All right. Thank you for helping me. Because I couldn't make up my mind yesterday. I'm just going to be messy and pop that on the floor. So if you are ever trying to figure out how to embellish your own page and you do have some washi tapes on hand, start with those, because I know when I watch other planning accounts, whether on Instagram or on YouTube, or I see their planner pages. I see that they've got either kits, sticker kits, and then they embellish their pages so beautifully, and then I get so intimidated because I don't have any of those stickers, or I don't know where to place the stickers, and so then that way. But if you're like me and you do have quite a few washi tape, start with those. So what I might do is I'm going to pick two. I do like the lemon, okay, because it is still summer here in Australia. So I might pick the lemon, and because it has some yellows in it, then I might pick the little daisy. So I like to use at least two contrasting washi tapes, so then I could stagger them or layer them. And if you have quite a bit of washi tapes on hand, this is a great way to go and use them, as use a lot of it. Okay, so those are the two. And then I picked coordinating markers, highlighters that will go nicely. So these are your zebra mark liners. I like to use those as part of my headings. The Kuretake Z Clean Color Dot Marker. So sometimes I love dotting the page and, embellishing the blank spaces. Then I have the Pentel Brush Sign Pen. So it's got cute, tiny little brush tips. So if you wanted to do any hand lettering. And then I've got Muji. So to see if your washi tapes and markers go well together is you just go and grab yourself a um, whoops, what do you call this? A post-it note, and then just do a swatch. Do a swatch of it and see if you have any colorful markers. Then just go and make sure, because sometimes the colors may be a different shade, but really at the end of the day it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the shades are all not correct. And then okay, I'm probably going to add some yellows in there to pick that yellow up. See how now by just picking one or two washi tapes, this will help refresh your planner page, especially, if your week prior may not have been as good, or, may not have been productive, or may not have been, I think, all right, I don't like the gold, and that yellow for me might, that'll be all right. That'll do. Okay. So there we go. Thank you for participating with that little poll. And just through that, we were able to determine that these are the washi tapes I'm going to use. And then I picked all the markers, highlighters, and pens that will go nicely. And then I'll show you. And then, of course, if you have your own planner page, your weekly, or maybe you haven't set up your February calendar, you can then just go and see which colors will go well together. There is no right or wrong answer. Let's quickly have a look. I saw some people pop in. Hello, Yvonne. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, happy Sunday to all of you. It's a snowy Sunday in Vancouver, Canada. Keep warm, snuggle up in the blanket and all your beanies and jumpers and jackets. Keep yourself warm and look after yourself, Yvonne. All right. So, refreshing our well-being planner spread. So, this is the A5 Filofax Good Vibes, and I think from memory they're still having a 70% discount, 70% sale on some of their items. So the UK, the US, and the Australian site, I do have affiliate codes in the description at the bottom because they have the sale, and I think if you also use my discount code, you get further discount. So that's great. So if you have been eyeing any of the planners that I use myself, then you can go and check it out. I'm going to zoom in a little bit now so then we can go and see the planner spread a little bit better. So I just did my goals for February. So the video did that, I think, was that yesterday? The days are all blending in. This you can grab as a free printable download when you sign up for my newsletter. I think I also did a video showing you how I set up my February calendar. So again, if you haven't done your February, watch that while you're embellishing your own planner pages. Let me just pop this back or I'll forget where this belongs. And then we have my habit tracker, mood, and I've changed the sleep tracker to steps because I want to track my steps. And this is where we are. Yes, lots of coffee. These are great colors, Marianne. Yes, so it goes really quite well with my, my planner, the Good Vibes planner. So the first thing I'm going to do, I want to make sure is embellish the spread. So with these washi tapes that I'm using right now, I am going to layer them and stagger them on top. So this Wellbeing Planner spread has, let's see how it's got dotted grid. Now the reason I made it have a dotted grid is so then if you wanted to lay washi tapes or of course write down your headings, you can do so in a straight line because the last thing I when I'm writing or I'm laying down my washi tape and I know all this thing of course doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but sometimes I don't follow my own advice when it comes to that. So then I just stagger it. So see now by taking laying down the washi tape on the width of my A5, I get to use my washi tape. I get to actually enjoy and use them. So then that's really important if you are a hoarder like I am when it comes to all these stationery stuff. Okay, so I'm going to just remove that so it doesn't glare. I'm now going to get my markers. Do I have any other marker that will go nicely? Oh, I like that one, and I think I like that one. I think I'm going to pick these two as well because I like to use the fine tip point of my zebra mark liner to go and do my date range, the heading. So let's have a look. Where are we? So today's Monday the 3rd, and I need to do till the 9th. So let's my go-to today, I'm just going to keep it very simple. Might just so then we are not, I'm going to do that so it's not messy, like you're not getting confused. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in. So let me know in the chat, have you got your um setup done for the new week, or is today the day? So my go-to Feb, I'm going to do the whole Feb, and then I'm going, have you got your new week set up, or is that something you're doing along with me? If you're doing that with me right now, let me know. Do you watch me on your iPad? Do you watch me on your phone? Or do you watch me on the big screen? Let me know. And then, like I always do, I like to get a black ink and just outline the edges. Okay, so let me see if I can put some music on. Let's see if there's any easy music. I better put it down though. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. And just outlining any black pen you like, or even if you have colorful gel pens, you can use that. Now, the reason I like to outline it is it just makes it pop on the page. Because once you start writing on your planner page, you're going, there's going to be, of course, ink and then other embellishments, right? And that it just, especially if you're using light colors on your page, and then that space there, I'm just going to add more washi here so that it just continues. Now, this act of embellishing your pages, guess what? This is a mindful activity. This is a great way for you to slow yourself down, not worry about anything, and it's your me time. So if you are, if you do feel a little bit selfish, you feel a little bit guilty when it comes to taking time for yourself, this is time for yourself. Because if you enjoy stationery, embellishing your pages, then this is part of your mindfulness. This is part of you taking time for you, and this is part of you slowing yourself down, because just even the act of picking washi tapes and colorful markers, that's a thing that you can focus on. Okay, so set up for the first week. Excellent. Okay, so Elle set up for the first week. That's fantastic. Now for me, I set things up as I go, or week by week, because it's actually, again, it's that something that I look forward to, and I also use it as my reward, as in, okay, Marianne, you got to do this thing first. It's maybe not as desirable like working out or cleaning the apartment. Then you can go and embellish and play with your planners. So really, really useful. Okay, so next on my well-being planner spread is the Make sure I've got everything here. Have I got? Yes, this is the 7 key areas of focus habit tracker. So, for those of you who may not know, I follow on a very loosely the Zig Ziglar's Wheel of Life methodology of trying to make sure you're doing something in each 7 key areas of life. So, that's in no particular order: mental, physical, spiritual, family, career, finance, and social. So then, if you're trying to do one thing, one little thing with each area, then hopefully you'll get a harmonious balance and you're not neglecting, areas that like family or your finance. And then, of course, that causes you a lot of stress, right? So, really important. You don't have to have 100% doing everything all of the time, but it's good idea to at least, maybe 2 to 3 times a week work on your movement or adding some sort of spirituality or meditation to just help calm yourself down and center yourself. So, okay, so the 7 key areas and the habits that I'm going to be doing. So, if you watched my goals, creating my goals for the new month. So these are the things that I want to do. These are small, actionable steps. A lot of them are 5-10 minutes worth of routine. So this is when you need to make sure don't set yourself up for failure by setting things that's too hard. Like, I got to go and read for 2 hours. Well, we know that that's probably not going to be something that you can sustain. So just make sure that it is something that you are able to do. Now, I'm trying to look. You're probably going, what's she doing? She seems a little bit lost. I saw Angela, so I'll say hello, Angela. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. All right. So in the well-being planner spread for my areas of focus, I'm going to write down the habits and routines that I say I want to do, if not every day, and I don't do it every day. I'm got a confession. Just because I plan and organize all the time doesn't mean I'm actually organized and complete everything all the time. That this is why I need to plan, because I know I can get disorganized, I can get overwhelmed, I can get stressed so easily. So then I need to make sure, meditate. I remind myself of the things I need to do to help me get that balance. So the first thing is meditate. Now, normally you would want to be writing a little bit longer, especially if it's a new habit. So because I do these habits now quite often, then I need to go and get, that's why maybe I shouldn't throw things on the floor because I need it. Okay, but because I have my goals tracker, I know exactly what I need to do. So I meditate using my Headspace app in the morning. That helps me focus, slow down my heart rate, and be mindful. Next is I do some reading. So I read just for 10 minutes. I read my Kindle. At the moment I'm reading Mel Robbins' Let Them Theory, and so that's been helping me a lot with a lot of the anxiety that I have. So read, I'm just going through my habit tracker because I forgot the order that I'm doing them. So meditate, I read, and then I physical, so I go on my walking pad. So walking pad, where's that walking pad? I think my workout is a bit later. See, sometimes when I'm trying to read, walking pad, okay, yep, walking pad, okay, and then the next one is tidying up our flat, because I only live in a small flat, but I just have too many stuff that I haven't looked at for years. So I need to get rid of it, So tidy up. And then the next one is making sure I do my top priority. So all these things that I don't do as often because sometimes I don't want to, I don't have the discipline, and I don't have the motivation. I try and make sure I do them when I have the most energy, and that's in the morning, because by lunchtime, that 3 o'clock, it's like I'm spent. I don't want to do any. Then I just doom scroll. So whatever it is that's really important to you or is a high priority, do them at the time of the day that you have the most energy. Now, you might not be a morning person, so don't put all the things that need a lot of your attention and a lot of your effort. Don't put it at a time that you don't want to do anything. Put it at a time that you will be at your best. Okay, so then the other one is connect with loved ones. Here we go. So connect again, because I know what I need to do with these things. I've just written it down, one word. But for you, if it's a new habit or a new routine, then make sure track sales. So that's my finance. Okay. Yvonne says, I like the areas of focus are small and manageable. That is what dictates my day. Meditation is my number one thing that sets my day. Exactly. And for me, what's been really good now as well is I got this from Mel Robbins, is that drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning. What I've found myself is I don't drink as many coffee throughout the day, which is like, okay. I mean, it's what her this is backed by science and backed by research, and I'm going, well, we better go follow what the scientists and the say. So there we go. So for the moment, we have my areas of focus habit tracker that I can write down the small daily or regular actionable steps I need to do in the 7 key areas of focus. And then that way, this is it's a structured section of my day that will help me be aligned with the goals that I said are important to me and that matters to me and that are of high priority for the month of February. All right. So this is going to help me maintain a little bit of balance. I'm not going to say that, I'm all like, oh, harmonious all the time. No, this is why I need it more so, because I know my own strengths and weaknesses. I know I can sometimes get in my own head too often and I spiral. So I need as much help as I can get to make sure that I am getting balance across all aspects of my life. So, whether it's my health, my mindset, my relationships, with my husband, my boys, my mum and dad, and all my family and friends, my business. So, top priority that relates to my business, my content creation, and then making sure that I make progress and be intentional in the things that I do each and every day or daily or on a regular basis, as long as it's consistent. Now, I fall off the wagon many, many times. I don't do my workouts. I don't read. I don't do those each and every day, but I do make sure I pick it up again as soon as I can. Okay, so this is what the areas of focus tracker helps me with, is just trying to get that balance. All right, so let's quickly have a look. Yvonne also says, I budget every day so it doesn't become unmanageable. By doing it, excellent, Yvonne, by doing it on a day-to-day basis, it's not such a big overwhelming task. I clean up 400 square foot apartments. Small spaces are easiest to tidy up. Yes, I have a small space too, Yvonne, but I'm having a difficult time trying to let go of a lot of my junk, a lot of my haberdasheries and all my arts and crafts. Fingers crossed, maybe by June, I get rid of a lot of things. And Yvonne also takes breaks along the way if needed. Very important. All right, so now let's have a look at the next section of my well-being planner spread, which is my wheel of life little pie chart. So as a visual person, I have put this in here because then I'll show you this pie chart. I will color in based on how well I did with my habits and routines from last week. So then I can see straight away, bird's eye view, visually, maybe which areas I may have neglected, I may not have actioned. So if I say to myself, yes, this is still an important habit, this is still an important routine, this is still an important goal for me, I need to make sure I need to try and make that a priority into the new week. So then that way I don't turn around in 3 months' time and not be healthy and have problems, with my joints, or I'm getting sick if I'm not putting movement into my day. So this is what's going to do. So let me show you how I'm going to fill this out based on how well I did with my habits from last week. So January 27th to February 2nd. And let's quickly have a look. All right, so this is my habits and routines from last week, and this is how well I did it. So with that in mind, I'm going to now color in my pie chart. Okay, so I'm going to grab my zebra mild liners that corresponds with each area of focus. So the color coding, I just did it for whatever the color. So you can pick whatever colors if you're going to do something similar. This is going to help you check your balance and help you reflect. So it's like I said, it's a visual pie chart to assess how well you followed through on the habits that I did the week before. As you can see, I did quite well the previous week. So let's have a look. Where are we? Did I put green? Okay, so for me, green is meditate. I meditated 4 days out of 7 last week. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So again, this part of my planning is my mindfulness. It's me slowing down myself and not worrying about all the things that I worry about. As mum of teenage boys, they're now growing up to be young men, and sometimes my head can get so anxious about the different worries of the world for them that I can actually make myself physically sick, with worry. So this anything that helps me to be focused on a project will then stop me from, spiraling and thinking all the different things that could happen, which, I shouldn't do that, or else, yeah, I do make myself physically sick. So I read my book 6 days out of 7 last week. Next, let's have a look. Where is the orange? Orange. Okay, so my top priority. So I actioned it 1, 2, 3, 4 days out of 7. So each and every day, I set myself a priority of the day. So if nothing else gets done, if I action this top priority, then the day is a win. So it's not about getting everything done on your to-do list or on your planner. It's about making sure if you can only do one thing today, what will it be, and would it be a win of the day? And so I only did 4 out of the 7 days. So I think, with that one, I know I was in my own head a lot last week. So I sat on the couch a little bit longer than I should. So there were a couple of priorities that I didn't action that I moved on to the next day. Okay, the yellow for me is connecting with loved ones. So whether friends, family, and this is either through DMs, FaceTime, calling them, or catching up with them in real life. So I did that 6 days out of the 7. I'm quite proud of making sure that I am connecting with loved ones and, friends and family, because in the past I used to isolate myself, that, no one knows what I'm going through. No one else will understand the challenges that I'm going through, or our family's going through, as a mum of someone, a young son who's on the autism spectrum, or I just isolate isolate myself because, I used to think, who would want to know all the trials and tribulations that we have, right? And so in the past, a few years back, I never actually reached out to anyone because I just thought, first of all, I was already so tired, with first just being a parent, being a wife, working or whatever it is, and then also having to either explain to people, all the things that I was going through. So, um, yeah, so now I'm very proud that I reach out to people. I don't wait for people to reach out to me. I reach out to people just by either saying hello or a heart emoji or a wave of a hi, and it's just through text messaging or DM or on Instagram DM, whatever it is. For me, connecting with your community, connecting with your tribe of the people that vibe with you, that bring you joy, that lift up your energy, is an important part of making sure that you are looking after yourself. It is very important. It's not just about reaching out when you want something or you want to help someone. It's just a matter of touching base with no agenda, with nothing, with not wanting anything back. Honestly, please, if there's anything you can take away from today, it's just that. It's just reach out to someone. I used to feel resentment and go, why isn't anybody contacting me? It's because I have put myself in that position that I've isolated myself so much that I didn't reach out. That it's not that they don't care about me, it's just their life goes on and they've got their own agenda. So make the first step and just reach out, right? And it could just be, every 2 weeks or every week or once a month, whatever it is. Do me a favor, if you can track it and just go how you feel about it, and you might even open up new connections, new friendships, or rekindle old relationship. Not doesn't have to be romantic, but just ones where, oh my God, remember, and just, and you might just touch base one time, but it'll bring those beautiful memories. Hello, Stephanie. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you so much. Lisa says, I'm so glad that you reach out to people who support you. I also have a son on the spectrum. He's in his 30s now. Yes, my son Zach is 16, and he's growing up to be a fine young man. He is so intelligent. It's just there's these things that's in his way that we're going to make sure we help him with. But it's in the past, I used to just go, this is just so difficult, no one else would understand. It's not that they may not be in the same situation, but I always say, we share our wins, and everyone wants want to cheer us on, but also just sharing the load and the struggles helps lessen it for us. And you never know, they might be able to help you as well, or just be there as a listening ear. Really, really important. All right, so the next one, workout. Now it says here I didn't work out, but let's quickly have a look. If I actually did do some walking on my walking pad. So I'm just going to refer back to my habit tracker from January, because I did one. Look, I'm going to count that as a workout. I did a walking pad one day out of the week. All right, so yes, the working out and adding movement into my day has, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying and trying and trying, and then tracking my sales. I did that 3 times, 1, 2, 3. So again, this is just for me. So this is the financial side of things. So for me, the priority is, if I keep an eye on how well my shop is doing, and then making sure I put in business strategies to make sure that I am doing better week in, week out, then it's going to put us in a better financial situation. And then the last one is Let's have a look. Where's my purple? Is tidying up. Hey, I tidied up twice last week. Not bad, okay? So as you can see from my pie chart, this is a nice visual assessment of how well I followed through on the habits and routines that I said I wanted to do as part of reaching my goals. And the benefit of having a pie chart like this, or a visual indication of my habits and routines, is it gives me a clear, big picture view of the well-being and areas of focus that I'm may need a little bit more attention in the new week. Okay, so this is a great way for me, based on last week. This is how well I did. So I know now my color coding, but I do also have it up here that I need to really put in some effort with my movement and working out. And then I know that with winter, or with autumn and winter coming up, if I don't put any effort in or try and build that momentum, I'm going to be hiding behind the big winter clothes, and then I'll probably eat more stuff and then not see that, I may be putting on too much or a little bit of weight that I would, that I want to make sure that I am healthy. So for me, the important thing is that I'm healthy. And then for me to be healthy is I need to make sure I put in some movement. All right. So what do we think? Is this something that you've thought of, having a visual tracker for yourself? All right. So there we go so far. Okay. So for my week, I've already set up how I'm going to be going, what habits and routines I need to do for the new week, daily habits and routines. So this was last week. So this was January 27th to February 2nd. Now this one I'm going to change into steps. Okay, so I want to try and get 10,000 steps each day to be part of my movement. And then for my wellness, okay, so next on the page is wellness. Now, if you do not have my planner printable download, you don't have to, but you can add something similar into whatever planning system you have right now. Okay, so have a think. Is there a page in my planning system, in my diary, in my journal, or can I print, a grid journal that I can do something similar? It may not be a circle. You might, if you're like me, because I love visuals and I am a little bit of a math nerd. I love graphs. You can do a bar graph or a line graph, anything that will help you see right away visually what areas can I work on. Okay. All right. So let's quickly look at the wellness tracker that I have here. So other things that I also love to track are things that's going to help me feel good, that's going to help me be my best. Okay, so this is a space again. If you have a Hobonichi planner, you have a dated planner, if there's a section in there, a one pager or a section of your daily page or a weekly page where you can create, you don't have to have, take up a lot of space. There's some people who have tiny little habit trackers in the corner of their planner pages to help remind you. These trackers are great reminders. So if you are in a position just like I am, that I can get sidetracked with my thoughts, with my energy, with all the different distractions that life brings, habit trackers is just a great way for you to help remind yourself. Okay, I need all the help I can get because I forget and I don't do the things I say I do unless I have it in my planner. You know why? Because filling in my planner and filling in all these things is the reward that I give myself, that I get to play with the stationery that I have. Okay, so let me just to make sure I write down my thing nice and straight. I like to have my notes written nice and straight, so then it's not like at an angle. Again, just the pedantic old Marianne. Okay, so other wellness things is, mood log. Have I noted my mood? I already have my walking pad, so get outside. Okay, so getting fresh air, getting sunshine, walking amongst nature is part of wellness. Gratitude log, writing down what you are thankful for, writing down what you're grateful for is really, again, help with your mindset, because our brain can hijack, can get hijacked and make us think that things are negative, things are bad, things are worse, you're no good, you're this, you're that, when in actual fact it's trying to protect us. Brain, thanks for trying to protect me. But then there is it creates this protection and creates fear that doesn't even exist. You might be scared of doing something new, meeting new people, because, oh no, don't do that because it's scary and we want to protect ourselves. So it hijacks our brain and it says, no, don't do that, because if we had history in the past where we might have gotten hurt, it tells us don't do it. All right, but you got to get yourself out there. Try and try and try again. 6 to 8 glasses of water. Okay. Eating piece of fruit. Okay. These are different wellness. Eating fruit. These are different wellness things that you can add into your day, right? And just small, as Yvonne said, small actionable steps are so important. Okay, let me see. Which one? I think I want the daisy. I'm going to add a daisy washi tape at the bottom. Okay, so let me know. Do you have something like this added to your planner? Is your planner just all tasks and to-dos, bills to pay, appointments? Do you have anything in there that is you-centered? Okay, so if you are like me, who have felt stressed and overwhelmed, with all the different things that life throws at us, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's kids, whether it's relationships that you've lost, or whatever it is, right? If that's you, then it is more so important that you put things in place for you, right? Put things in place that put you on top of the list. It's that putting that oxygen mask on yourself first to make sure that you are in your best self, that you are, or if maybe if you're not feeling well mentally, emotionally, physically, just by doing one small steps at a time can help you build your resilience, can help build your confidence, can help build more clarity for you and your day. Okay, so if today the thing is just drink 6 to 8 glasses of water or eat a piece of fruit, then that's brilliant. That is such a great small start, and it's easy to achieve. And if you don't get to do it every day, it's not about being 100%. Remember, it's just trying, trying, and trying again. All right, so let's quickly have a look. Okay, uh, Steph is going well, looking at this cool spread Marianne is putting together. Yes, I'm loving it. It's so bright and poppy. And lemons. If life's given you lemons, let's make some lemonades. And hope everybody's doing well. I have your planner bundle. Yay, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Yes, I love that. Okay, right. Let's quickly have a look. I saw that I was creative. Let's do that. Marianne is so creative. I am doing so much better than last week. I'm super happy right now. I'm so glad too. And make sure, Yvonne, don't put too much pressure on yourself. You need to make sure that you are looking after yourself and, getting better within your capacity. So don't push yourself too much, or even thinking, okay, I'm better today, that I could do more. Take it easy, because we just want one small actionable steps at a time. All right, so let's quickly have a look where we are. Okay, so the benefit, of course, of having a wellness tracker like this is that it helps build your consistency with small, impactful habits that's going to help boost your physical, your mental well-being, because self-care isn't just self-care isn't just a feeling, okay? It's a habit. You got to do it. It's not just, oh, I've looked after myself, I've taken a bit of break. No, it's a habit, it's a doing word. So you gotta take action. And so I am saying this to you so then I could hear it myself and remind myself, Marianne, make sure you're looking after yourself. Now, of course, if you are liking this video so far and you're getting inspiration or ideas on how to incorporate wellness into your planner, or uh, adding small actionable habits towards things that matter to you, make sure to hit that like button. Let's have a look. Okay, I'll wait. If you haven't hit the like button yet, I'll wait for you to hit it. So far, there's 6 there, 6 likes, and so make sure you do, because really, first of all, it tells me you're enjoying my content, you're enjoying this video, but it also does help me. Um, if nothing else, if I can ask of you, is the likes, the comments, the engagement in the chat. This all helps my channel, and then it makes YouTube algorithm, all these things, all these stats that say, hey, people are enjoying this lady and what she's talking about. Let's show it to other people who also have similar interests to you. Okay, so the algorithm, actually, just a little side note with YouTube, what it does is it finds videos for you, the viewer, that they think you would like. So then if no one's liking a video, or no one's commenting, or no one's engaging, it's going to show, oh, well, no one likes it. So it's not going to show it to people like us who enjoy these sort of things. So I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes, people. I love it. I love it. Hit the like button. Yvonne, my cheerleader. Love it. Love it. Hi. Elle saying hello. Hello. Excellent. Love it. Okay. Now I'm going to a quick question of the day. Okay. So I want you to have a think of this, and even better is if you write it down in your planner or type it in. Even typing will help retain the information. So question of the day: if you had to choose just one well-being focus for this week, what would it be? So wellness could be things for your mind, maybe reading something. And reading doesn't have to be about, academic stuff. You can read those. Oh, I love the romance novels. I can get lost in romance novels. I love love. I love romantic novels where they're antagonists. They don't like each other at the beginning, and then they love each other. Could be, going for a walk, or just stepping out of your the back door and just putting your face to the sun or to the sky, or drinking water, or eating a piece of fruit. Okay, what is one well-being focus for this week that you will choose to, try and implement as part of your weekly habits? Let me know. I love it. I love it. Yes, so let me quickly. Steph says that she's happy to hear that Yvonne's doing well, keeping those baby steps rocket like a plannerette does. You've got this. See what I mean? But with this plannerettes community that we have created together, that if we can just catch up with each other once or twice a week, or even in comments and even in DMs, this will help boost us, boost our energy, and know that we are not alone. All right, so write it down. What's one well-being focus you're going to choose this week? Okay, so let's keep going. The next part of my well-being planner spread is my morning journal, or this is where I log my mood. And so I think I'm going to use, where is it? I'm going to use my yellow, and I think these are the two colors. Okay, so let's do this one. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? And see how I just did that very quick? It doesn't have to be perfect, because this black ink outline, you know what it does? it makes it look like it's a sticker, or it makes it look like it's a fancy font, right? So don't overthink things unless you, hey, if you want to slow down and, perfect your hand lettering, if that is one of your habits that you're trying to build, is by practicing your hand lettering, then even better. Okay. Yes, you've got this, Yvonne, you've got this, that's right. Love it. Love the support. Okay, so the morning journaling or mood log, you can use, there's only a couple of lines, and I made it intentionally only 2 lines because, sometimes if we get to have too much space, it's too much of a pressure. Like to fill it in, or if you're running out of time, it's like I don't want to do it. Right? And so just a couple of lines. This is a great way to start your day right. So morning journaling or logging down your mood was going to help give you that clarity and calm. So for me, what I use this section for, you can do it any way, but I like to use it to reflect on how I'm feeling. What is my mood of the day? So if I wake up and it's like I'm feeling a little bit anxious, if I'm feeling a little bit angry, if I'm feeling sad, if I'm feeling happy, I note it down. I don't judge it, right? So it's neither good nor bad. It's just a messaging system that is telling me something or someone has made me feel this way. So if we make it a bad thing, it's a good thing or a bad thing, then we are negating how we feel. It's like as if someone says to you, oh, stop crying when something sad happens. It's like, but that's my body's reaction to a situation. So just make sure whatever you're feeling in the morning, whether you sometimes I log my mood in the afternoon because I'm busy in the morning, like say this morning, I just go, okay, how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little bit anxious. Okay, so log it down and then write down, why do you feel this way? Because, my son's starting new school, or, he's got a new project, or he's going on a big excursion at the end of the month in a different state. So I have those, mum anxious feeling. So that is valid because I am worried, about the things that'll happen. So I'm not saying, no, don't feel that way, Marianne, because that's silly, right? All I need to do is how I'm feeling, why I'm feel that way. And if there's space, so that's why it's only a couple. So I'll go, today I'm feeling wonderful because I went on live and connected with my Plannerettes community. And then write down what you can do in the day to make yourself feel better, or if you're feeling great, what else can you do to make yourself feel better? Then you are putting in an intention of how to respond to the way you are feeling rather than reacting. So, if you're feeling sad, or you're feeling a little bit tired or lethargic because you didn't sleep it, or you didn't get enough sleep last night, what would I do to make myself feel better is not put too much on my to-do list. Only action 1 to 2 things. So, by acknowledging your feelings, why you feel that way, and what it is you can do to ensure that you have a good rest of the day, you are putting a plan in place. Now, a lot of the times for me, I don't get to action it because, maybe I'm still not ready to let go of the anger, or let go of the sadness, or let go of the fear, whatever it is I am feeling. But at least I am putting something in place to help me be a little bit more clear on what I can do to get myself out of maybe something that's making me spiral, or that's going to, I know history wise, is going to make me feel negatively, or doubt myself, or create limiting beliefs. Okay, so this is an important portion of my well-being. So again, I'll show you, it's not every day I get to log my feelings, right? That's what washi tapes are for. Washi tapes are there for to cover any days that, but I do it consistently. So consistency doesn't mean each and every day, all right? It's just, are you doing your best to get back on the saddle, right? So another look, couple of days there that I didn't get to log my mood. It's not because I wasn't feeling well, I didn't do well. Maybe I was busy with something else. Okay, but it's really important if you find yourself feeling lost, feeling like you're reacting, you're like your mood goes from 0 to 100. Logging your mood helps acknowledge why, and this is part of being emotionally intelligent. Okay, just like Yvonne, if you wanted any of my planner printable download, little plug, because that's part of my priority, is making sure I look after my family financially. So of course, hey, if you have a ring planner or a disc bound planner and you want to print your own planner printable download, why not grab some of my printable download? And this particular planner bundle is part of my ultimate planner bundle printable. So it has all the pages you need for the month. Okay, so it has the goals tracker, it has mid-month check-in, it has a cover page that you can go and embellish yourself, then calendar, tracker. So this, for anyone new to planning, this might be overwhelming. So you only print and use what you need. So if, for example, right, so you can find the link in the description. If, for example, for the moment, this is what you need the most, right? Knowing daily habits to do, how well you're doing, wellness, making sure you're looking after your well-being, journaling in the morning, and then here in a sec I'll talk about taking micro breaks. Then that's all you use, because sometimes when we buy already pre-made planners, or planners that's dated, that I feel, for me, I felt this when I bought the Hobonichi planners, loved it, but because it was dated, I felt like I had to fill it in. And of course, when I didn't, then I felt bad about myself. So this, if you don't feel like doing any well-being, you don't print it. You only print, the weekly page or the daily page. So whatever you need is what you can use. But for me, the reason why I put the Ultimate Planner Bundle printable is I saw how well the pages helped me with my own anxiety and my own overwhelm, and having to, manage my self-doubt, my limiting belief, a mum of someone who's on the autism spectrum, a mum of a teenage boy who's going to be an adult soon, and then also making sure that I'm nurturing, my relationship with my husband. Right? These pages help me focus on the things that are important to me and not just the tasks and to do. How are we going? Are we still good? Give me a thumbs up if you are enjoying so far or getting some ideas. Okay, so the next part of the printable well-being planner printable is taking a break. Now it is so important that we are taking regular breaks. This here, you can write down what's called your micro breaks. Okay, so these are breaks that you just take either 1 to 2 minutes a day, or 5 minutes. This will help prevent burning out, because like an engine, like a car, we have to put gas or petrol in a car for it to keep going. We got to check our car's oil and water to make sure that it's functioning well. If our computer is overheating, we turn it off, we turn it on, right? It's the same way for us. This is the most important vessel, is our body, our mind, our emotion. And if we are going 100% each and every time without taking the break, guess what's going to happen? It's going to break. We're going to lose it. We're going to swear at our family. We're going to scream the house down. We're going to go smash all the cupboard doors and the drawers shut and make a big noise and worry the neighbors. That's me. That's what happens when I don't take my breaks. Okay, so these are easy, simple breaks. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look, refer to my notes, so then that way I have it on hand. So they can just be 1 minute deep breathing. Okay, I'll show you how easy it is. Grab your hand. This is an analog way. Okay, you don't have to have a timer. You don't have to, right? If you want to close your eyes, fantastic. If not, use your other hand or other finger to help guide you. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. 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 Okay, what that does, first of all, is it helps you focus, focusing on your breaths, the breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. It helps slow down your heart rate because our nervous system is guided or prompted by, all the things that's physically happening to us. So our heart rate, when it's going fast, thinks, okay, are you nervous? Are you excited? Are you scared? What's going on? Right? And then it gets you ready for fight or flight or freeze. Okay? So by slowing down your heart rate, it's sending signal to our nervous system, everything's okay. There is no fear, there is no danger, right? And if you're breathing in, start to relax your shoulders. Because again, if your body is tense up, especially if you're sitting at a desk all the time and you're using your mouse and you're typing on your keyboard, you'll get tensed up. And then that tensed up is saying to the body again, why are we all tensed up? Are we ready for a fight? Bear with me. I'm just going to dab my nose and I'm getting runny nose. All right. What's going on? Why are we all tensed up? And then I need to get back to where I was. Okay. So really important. Just those 1 minute deep breathing several times a day, okay, will help you relax 5 to 10 minutes, okay, and tell your nervous system there is no danger. Other thing you can do by taking a break, for me, because cleaning and tidying up is going to be helping my environment, 5 minutes tidy up. So the tidying up itself too, what that does is it gives you something to focus on. So if your mind is swirling, worrying about a lot of things, having imposter syndrome, comparing yourself, I'm no good, I'm not this, I'm not that, I should have done this, I should have done that, right? By having something to focus on will help you. 5 minutes will help you be mindful. 5 minutes of doing nothing. I think I said this on a recent video. Doing nothing, as in not looking at your phone, not listening to anything, not doing any activity, and just sitting there. 5 minutes is a long time. But again, it just allows your mind to have a bit of a break. The other breaks, get up and stretch. Again, if you sit at your desk a lot, another 1 minute deep breathing, 1 minute deep breathing. Okay, and then tidying up your desk. So as you can see at the moment, my desk, it's tidy up desk. But if I, leave it at that and then I'll come back to it the next day, it's like, oh, instead of starting nice and fresh, I got to clean up. So try and tidy up your environment, if it's in the kitchen, so then you don't wake up in the morning with a mess. So whatever it is that will help reset you, stop you, and take a little break is a really great way to prevent burning out. So these are what's called micro breaks. So they are breaks that you should take several times a day throughout the day to help avoid burnout. And then there are other breaks you should take. They're called meso, MESO. So for an hour to 2 hours off once a week, do something for yourself. Go to the shops, go have a bath, do your nails, whatever it is. And then there is also the macro break, taking half to a full day off once a month. So these are 3 breaks you should be taking altogether to help you from burning out. So burnout, according to the World Health Organization, is when you feel cynicism, a constant feeling of negativity. You just don't like anything, you just hate everybody, and everybody's just annoying you. And also a feeling of what's called professional inefficacy. So when you're doing a great job, but somehow you think you're not good enough. Okay, so anytime these symptoms or these signs start showing up, then you are either already burnt out or you're on your way to burning out. So if someone, on the line at the bank or at the shop is annoying you, you're probably burnt out, because I bet you any other time you wouldn't even notice someone that's being annoying over there on the line, or you'll just brush it off. Okay, so anytime you feel all these negativity or cynicism or jealousy or resentment, you're probably already burning out. So you need to take a break. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm loving this live. Oh, thank you so much, Yvonne. I appreciate that. Lisa says, I always get ideas from your videos. I love it. I love it. Hey, and if there's some wonderful ideas that you get, and they're embellishing ideas, make sure to share them in the Plannerettes community as well. Because even it's like, the littlest thing, sometimes you go, oh my goodness, I didn't think of doing that. And then, if you've got your dot marker and you want to keep embellishing, dotting things, your page will, guess what? Help bring you joy. And that is so important, that you are doing something that helps make you happy. Because look, with so many different things going on in the world nowadays, and a lot of hate and things that happen on in the world, bringing joy to yourself and taking these type of breaks. So how sometimes when you have trolls on the internet, and a lot of times most people go, look, when they're being negative or they're being mean to you, that's more of a reflection on them, right, rather than on you. And so they're probably having a difficult time themselves. Yeah, they're probably not taking any type of breaks. They probably have lots of pressure to provide for their family or whatever it is. So we can help each other by first bringing joy to our own backyard, to our own self, and not add to anything bad. Because look, I know when I'm like crossing the road, and crossing a pedestrian crossing, and someone doesn't stop and doesn't give way, like I could easily go, swear word, but then I'm going, okay, they're probably not paying attention, and I'm not going to bring that negativity into my day. So I'm just gonna let it go. And so by looking after yourself in this manner, by looking after and putting things in your day that's going to help bring you joy, taking breaks, doing small actionable steps for the goals or areas of focus in your life that will bring balance and harmony, do those. Now, do I get to do all of these things all of the time? No, I ain't perfect, and I don't claim to be. And that is why that is why I do what I do, because I don't do it enough. However, I will be good and say I have gotten a lot better. And if the days that I don't do it, I pick it up again the following week. I do it again. I keep trying and trying, because I am just grateful that I have the opportunity to be here. I have the opportunity to help myself. So then maybe I can look, I can help others, right? Help my family and bring some smile to someone else's day. If I'm not here, then I think that would be sad. So there we go. All right. So by having a breaks tracker is going to encourage you to have those mindful pauses. All right. We just did a 1 minute deep breathing using our hand and our fingers to guide us. Right, because having that guide sometimes is the thing that helps you. Going, all right, 3 more breaths, 2 more breaths, and it helps slow you down. And taking breaks prevent stress overload. So then that way you're going to stay productive, focused, and not burn yourself out and lose control and scream at your poor husband. So now if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. Again, it helps me so much. All right, so hopefully just like Lisa, you got ideas from this video. So next week, okay, next week, let me know, do you have any burning question or suggestions of what we should cover on next week's live stream? Because I, of course, want to make sure that I am putting out content that you are interested, that's going to help you or you want to see. And then if there's, of course, pop them in the comment section. And then if there's enough interest, it'll be it'll be great to do something fun also. So make sure, if you are watching this on replay, do pop in the comment section any questions you have, suggestions of what you would like me to cover, because sometimes I've got so many topic video ideas that I want to do, need to do, but sometimes I just get overwhelmed by it so much that I get paralyzed. You see, I am paralyzed myself. So make sure, I would love your help and suggestions as well. Any questions or any burning desire to get shown how to do something particular. And then, of course, if it's of interest to me, I would want to do it too. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and make sure, talk to me in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.